Lights out, hearts beating faster in a minute. I'm high on slow dancing with you. 1, 2, 3, keep it going, last forever.
Hey happy homemakers, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an extreme pantry transformation and pantry restock. You guys saw one of these from me a couple of months ago, but I had told you guys in that video that I did not get the pantry how I wanted. And I've also mentioned in other videos in the past that when I don't get an organizational project how I want or how it works for me well, I find that it gets disorganized very quickly, and that's when I'm not able to keep it up. So with this pantry, that's exactly what happened. Within a matter of weeks, it was so disorganized. I already wasn't happy with how it turned out, like completely initially. It was just kind of a good enough situation for the moment. So once I went through and actually started using it, it just quickly got disorganized. And so I decided to completely redo it. It was stressing me out every time I went in there, and I just wanted to love my pantry. And of course, the first time I decluttered a lot. I needed a little bit more of that to do in here, but I also needed a couple of more bins and things in my pantry to make it functional. And so using it for several months, I was able to determine what more I thought I should buy. And I was also able to kind of shop my own home and reuse some leftover items from a couple of other organizational projects. So I'll be sharing those items with you guys as we go along. I somehow lost the before footage of how disorganized it was. Regardless, you guys kind of see a little bit of how disorganized it was throughout this video, and I'm super excited for y'all to see the transformation at the end because it looks so awesome and I'm so super happy with it.
Let the memories fade. We know we are lost in love with the lost, but heart drums the mind, so we'll win anyway. Yeah, we own the sun, naive, wild and drunk. Oh, 'cause it's all up when I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm with you. We know we are lost in love with the lust, but heart drums the mind, so
Okay, so these are the oils I rarely use. I don't really want to put them on the floor, so I just moved around some of the other ones that I grab more often. This is my Asian stuff on the very top. I don't reach for that super often. The oil I probably reach for the most, so I put that like at eye level. And then second to that would be like the vinegars and stuff, so I put that right below. And then the ones that I don't reach for very often below that. So this is how we're looking right now. The stuff's gonna kind of probably stay like this. And then I'm just gonna build the rest of the pantry around it. I love having the turntables in the corners. That has been working really well for me over the last couple of months. So that's why I decided to add this one. I had this one left over from organizing my medicine cabinet, and I love it. It spins really well with just a little bit of weight on it. It's super smooth. I think I have some more oil in another spot that I can put on here, so I definitely will be utilizing that space, and then I'll be filling that back up later on. Really would be better if I had a dark colored jar for my oil, but that's all right. That has been working good for me for drizzling my olive oil so I don't accidentally pour too much when I'm cooking. But yeah, I'm really happy with the turntable situation. I highly recommend getting turntables for the corner of your pantry. It's definitely made me feel like I'm utilizing this space a lot better. So I'm just gonna pull everything that's not canned goods out of the bottom of here. You guys may have gotten a glimpse of like little bright green socks that I was wearing on my heels, and these, they have like a little gel insert inside the sock that doesn't allow lotion to soak into the socks. So I've actually been trying these out because I've been having a lot of trouble with really bad cracked, dry heels. And I had tried a foot mask from Amazon and it worked really great, but then like it like peels your, your skin and stuff like that. But literally like not even a month later, my heels were right back to where they were before. And so I was like, well, what's the deal? So I had to go to the foot doctor for an issue with my toenail. And I asked them about my dry
dry cracked heels, and they gave me prescription. Well, it wasn't prescription, it was over the counter, but it's like something you can only get from the foot doctor, like a higher grade level lotion for cracked heels. Obviously, I paid a little more than I would normally pay for lotion, so I didn't want to waste it by putting it on my feet and letting it soak into my socks. So I found these socks, try to remember to update you guys if they work well for me. Not sponsored or anything like that, but if you guys are dealing with issues, I don't know if it's that being a stay-at-home mom, I don't wear like shoes as much. I go barefoot a lot around my house, and I wear flip-flops a lot and stuff like that. But I've had the worst issue with cracked heels to where they're just so painful, and I've been dealing with that for the last probably 3 years at least. And I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. I need to start taking care of my body. Bring in these socks. So we'll see. Someone else mentioned them, and that's why I grabbed them. And yeah, I think they were like $10 for 2 pair or something like that. But they only cover like your heel, you know, to midfoot. They don't cover your toes or anything like that. So we'll see how I like those. I'm really hoping that those take care of this issue for me.
Okay, so I just recently stocked up on these. You can buy 1 bottle for $16 or 4 bottles for $24. So it makes so much more sense to buy multiple bottles of these. But these last us for months, like each one does. So this is probably like, I don't know, more than 2 or 3 years supply of this stuff. And this is just the syrup that we put in our coffee. I have some of the sugar-free one as well, but this, my husband can't have sugar-free. So when we eat or have our regular iced coffees or flavored coffees or any of our lattes, this is what we use. So those are the 2 flavors we currently have in there. I just went and did my hair. It was wet still and blow dried it really quickly. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on consolidating all this stuff so I can see how much like flour and sugar and that kind of stuff I have. I have some family coming in unexpectedly, so I'm trying to get all of this done. They're gonna be here on Wednesday. Today is Monday, and I had a lot I was already doing because we're going out of town, not this weekend, but next. And so there's a lot I was trying to get done this week. I'm really happy they're coming, but that means I gotta get everything done today and tomorrow rather than having the whole week. So I think I was mainly planning on doing the bulk of the work today and tomorrow anyway. My girls always talk when I start talking to the camera. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're very loud to me. Sometimes they're not as loud once I go back to edit. Sometimes they're really loud. Anyway, all that being said, we're just gonna go through, see what we have, consolidate, see what back stock we have on rice and flour and sugar and all that stuff, and then go from there. These will go in recycle. And then I have a few things that are for dinner tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and put those things to the side.
So I have been looking at these super cute labels on Amazon for forever, and I can technically make my own labels, so I couldn't really justify the expense for quite a while, or that's what I was telling myself. But I didn't have any white, and I really wanted white, which I guess I could have done black. I would have stood out more, but I do kind of like how the white blends a little. All right, look how pretty that is. And it's not so like bold in your face as the black is. So at first I wasn't sure. I was like, should I have gone with the black anyway? But I ultimately ended up being happy with the white because I do like the labels being a little more subtle and not so in your face. I loved the font on these and thought they were super cute. And I also wanted them to be pretty large. So originally the ones I was going to buy, I realized were a lot smaller. So I upped the size and went with the really large ones. I'll try to remember to link all of that down below for you guys. If I don't link it, it will be my Amazon storefront for sure, because I know I put it in there already as soon as I got them in and loved them. So anyway, I just went through and took off all my temporary labels that have been on there for months, and which was just a piece of Scotch like sticky tape or off-brand sticky tape written with a Sharpie marker. Pulled all those off and replaced them with the really pretty labels that I got from Amazon.
Looking for someone to save me from all of the things in my past. I'd do anything just to make it stop. Yeah, tired of sitting and waiting, but every time I open up, there's always someone who lets me down. So give me pain, give me pleasure, I don't mind, it's what.
And then of course some of the containers needed to be refilled.
Ease my mind, give me headache, I don't care, it's whatever. All I want is someone to love. La 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 la. All I want is la 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 la.
Okay, it is looking so far with the labels. I did want to mention that if I need more space, once I get everything in here, I can push this to the back and then put the shorter ones in front of it and still be able to see the label. So I kind of decided to stagger the labels for that reason.
Staying inside in my bed, wishing that someone could wake me up. Yeah, binge watching romantic movies, the ones with the happy end, hoping that someday I'll find.
Actually going to the grocery store the day before this, and so I had things that I had just thrown in the pantry because I knew I was going to be working on restocking things. And so like my popcorn, and then I had some granola bars being all organized, and then I had some things that I didn't like how I organized them previously, so I was reorganizing those. And I just set about doing all of that at this stage in the process. I was breaking down all of the cardboard boxes as I went along so they'd be easier to go in the recycle and not take up as much space. And then I moved on to organizing some of my carbonated drinks that I drink a lot while I'm fasting. They don't have anything added, just carbonated water with some essence. So no calories or artificial sweeteners or anything like that. They just have a hint of flavor. And so I do drink these, like I said, when I'm fasting and stuff like that. So usually what I do is I keep one containers of cans in the fridge that are chilled and ready to drink. And then I keep one in the pantry, so I have a backup. When I run out, I can just replace them that way.
On my way home, stumbling on the pavement, yeah. No sleep in my body, last night got me wasted.
So then I almost tripped right here, and my kid was moving my camera around. Like, Kenzie was moving stuff around and moving my camera around, and I'm like, seriously, kid? But that is just mom life.
If I fall down and don't get up, nobody would care, yeah. Don't wanna be alone anymore, so I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Ooh, ooh, yeah. I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Yeah. I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Headache and sore throat, constantly hungover. Yeah. Eating all alone, sleeping on my own. Tell me how to.
Still struggling with what to do with my tea bags because they're not wrapped up. Keep wanting to put them in here, but I really don't want to put them in something where they're not wrapped up. So I'm still struggling with that because all of the containers I have, I don't know, I could put them in this pull-out drawer. It's still not really sealed, but it's better than just being open. And then just put my tea bags that are wrapped in here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe I'll try this and see how it works for me. I'm tired of having them in the boxes, but this just feels like a little unsanitary, I guess. I don't know, maybe we'll try that and see how it works for me. Just put all the wrapped ones in here. Y'all let me know.
Cares about my needs. Ain't nobody calling my phone up just to make sure I get home safe and sound. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I fall down and don't get up, nobody would care. Yeah, don't wanna be alone anymore, so I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Yeah, yeah. I might as well sleep with the doors unlocked. Say you love me, say you don't. Just give me something.
So for the last couple of months, every time I would go to the grocery store for chocolate chips, they would only have either the big, large, like mega chunk ones, or the little tiny, like mini chocolate chips. So what I did on this day was actually just mixed the minis with the large, and I figured next time I bake, I'll just toss them in there together, and it'll be the best of both worlds, maybe? I don't know. That might end up not working out well, but that's what I did. So we also just recently in the last few years started to have a little bit of backup canned food and stuff like that. And I had shown you guys this can organizer that I got last time, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to use that because it didn't hold nearly enough cans. Obviously, you can see here I had way more than that. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to go through and like rotate my canned goods. So what I decided to do was actually just take the things that needed to be eaten the soonest and put them on the little canned rack, and then use the new containers I got from the at-home store, the big, larger white containers, rate everything by type. So I have all of like my canned vegetables in one, my canned beans in another, my canned fruit in another, and then I'm just rotating them out as I use them. So if I have a recipe that calls for black beans and I'm at the store and I realize that while I'm at the store, I will go ahead and buy the black beans. But instead of using the new ones that I just got, I'll pull 2 cans from my stockpile and then put the new ones in there. So I'm kind of rotating stuff that way. I don't really have a stockpile, but you know, my back stock, whatever you want to call it. I just never in the past have ever kept anything, hardly. Maybe a couple of cans and then just what we needed for that week. But if the last 2 years has taught me anything, I need to be a little more prepared than that. So that is what I was doing here, and that's kind of how I have it organized, and that's been working great for us over the last month since I recorded this video. Also, I got this new set that I'm showing you guys me filling right here of canisters, and they were actually way smaller than the ones I had bought from Walmart. I didn't look at the sizing. I just thought I was getting a good deal on them. They were very small. But they ended up actually being really good because I decided I wanted to use them for my baking soda, my baking powder, and things like that that kind of get clumpy, and because they stay in the pantry for forever, they last forever. And so it worked out perfect that I mistakenly bought these little tiny ones. They're tiny if you compare them to my others that I have, like I got from Walmart. Kind of see here if you can tell the size from the other ones that I was using versus these. They're quite a bit smaller. Anyway, that ended up working really, really well for me, and I'm super glad that was like a happy accident because I'll be able to keep all those items from getting moisture in them and going clumpy and stuff like that.
I can't wait for you forever. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. 'Cause I can't wait for you
I also got this bag holder from Amazon. I've been looking around for something that I could hang on the wall. The door would be easy and out of the way. My husband was going to hang it properly, and I told him, no, hang it the other way. And I actually told him to hang it upside down. He was hanging it the right way. So I don't know what I was thinking there, but it is upside down. If you guys notice that, yes, it is upside down. Anyway, I just love the way all of this came out. It looks so awesome, and I'm so happy that I finally got it how I love it. And I love walking in this pantry now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps my channel out a lot. If you'd like some more cleaning, organization, or any type of homemaking motivation, there will be more on the screen for you, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.